Thank you, God, for our ears have heard and our eyes have seen. Thank you, God, for our spirits have felt. Thank you, God, for your Holy Spirit moving throughout this place on today. Yeah. God, we just come for no other reason than to praise and worship your name. For I have been crucified on the cross. Christ is no longer I that live, but Christ who lives in me. The life I live in the flesh, I live by faith through the Son of God, who loved me to live himself for me. Oh God, I pray that the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in thy sight, O God, my rock, my strength, and my redeemer. Amen. Amen. If you will go with me to 2 Corinthians, and I'll be reading from the NRSV, 2 Corinthians chapter 1. Thank God for your ministers and deacons, all the leadership, choir, praise team, music department, everybody. Just thank you all so much. Amen. 2 Corinthians chapter 1, starting at verse 8. Says, we do not want you to be unaware, brothers and sisters, of the affliction we experienced in Asia. For we were so utterly unbearably crushed that we despised of life itself. Indeed, we felt that we had received the sentence of death, so that we would rely not on ourselves, but on God who raises the dead. He who rescued us from so deadly a peril will continue to rescue us. On him we have set our hope that he will rescue us again in every season. I'm also going to read that from the Message Bible. Give it a more contemporary touch. It says, we don't want you in the dark, friends, about how hard it was when all of this came down on us in Asian province. It was so bad we didn't think we were going to make it. We felt like we'd been sent to death row, that it was all over for us. As it turned out, it was the best thing that could have happened. Instead of trusting in our own strength or wits to get out of it, we were forced to trust God totally. Not a bad idea, since he is the God who raised the dead. And he did it, rescued us from certain doom. And he'll do it again, rescuing us as many times as we need rescuing. For just a few moments today, I'd like to talk about enrolled in A.S.U. Enrolled in A.S.U. Enrolled in Adversity State University. Enrolled in Adversity State University. No matter who you are, no matter where you've been, no matter where you're going or where you will go in the future, all of us will spend some time in A.S.U. I'm sure this is not your school of choice. But you don't have to be concerned about that because you really have no choice as to going to this school. This school, you don't have to worry about the affordability of this school because all the books and tuition are paid in full. Two main instructors at A.S.U. are the names Dr. Payne and Dr. Frustration. Everybody is required to attend the lab classes in order to learn new things that you've never been taught or you've never learned before. It's how you handle yourself in the lab classes of life that determine whether you will pass or fail. The dropout rate is very high at this university because many people cannot endure the class load. But in spite of this high dropout rate, you can never make it to the next level until you pass your current grade. Paul said it like this: let us not lose heart in doing good. For in due time we shall reap the harvest if we grow not weary. We cannot, as children of God, drop out because things get rough in our life. We can't just give up because stress comes in our life. I've been around long enough that I refuse to drop out on God. As good as he's been to me, come hell or high water, I'm determined to stay on board. Because I recognize that the best is yet to come. I realize that God is not done with me, or is he done with SMBC yet? He still has better things in store for us. Don't you ever put a period where God has put a comma. It may be rough in your life right now, but the story ain't over. Don't you ever quit in the middle of what God has assigned you to do. I don't care how difficult it gets. Don't you ever quit in the midst of your assignment. I don't mind going to this university because this university has great alumni. You see, every university worth its salt. When I was going to school, always told me about the alumni who had went there before I went there. And they use that as a recruiting tool to let you know that they had some great people that have went to their school. This school had such characters as Moses. He told me to tell you he's an alumni. David said he went to this school as well. Joshua said he was there because he had to be reminded to be strong and be courageous. Hosea, Obadiah, Zephaniah, Zechariah, Malachi, Paul, Peter, James, John, they all made it through, and they want you to know that you can make it through as well. Because they said it ain't no secret what God can do. What he's done for them, he can surely do. Have you ever met any seasoned saints who never went to college, who maybe only got to the 3rd, 4th, 5th, or 6th grade in high school, but they got more wisdom than anybody who has went to college? It's because they took some classes at A.S.U. Here are a few of the classes that you need to take. Number one, you got to be real with yourself. You got to be real with yourself.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right there in verse number 8, Paul says, we do not want you to be unaware, brothers and sisters, of the affliction we experience in the age of mine. Paul is writing this letter to the church in Corinth about the struggles he is going through. Paul says, I don't want you to be aware that everything ain't going to be naming and claiming, gathering and grabbing. He says, sometimes in this life, things are going to get rough in your life. And he says, what the problem is now that in the 21st century, we celebrate one holiday all year long. 52 Sundays a year, 364, 365 days a year. He said, we as Christians celebrate. You know what that holiday is? Halloween. Because we always wearing a mask. We always want people to believe that it's something that it really ain't. We as church folks are too quick to say, I'm too blessed to be stressed. I'm highly favored. I'm too anointed to be disappointed. But you do realize that there's a thin line between being phony and being positive. Most of the time, we want folk to believe something that ain't true. Even Jesus Christ himself was stressed. And if he was stressed in the garden, I don't know how blessed you are that you can say you ain't never stressed. Paul says, God, put war on me, then I can bear it. I know we oftentimes say he will never put more on us than we can bear, but really that's a lie. Because in this text, Paul said we couldn't do nothing. I know I'm messing with your theology from centuries ago, but what Paul says, God wants you to know some things you can't do on your own. Because if you could do it, you wouldn't need God. Paul says, I want you to know that right now, everything in my life was not okay. Everything in my life was difficult. He said, things were so bad, I wanted to give up. Matter of fact, he said, I had already wrote my own self off. Now, do that sound like somebody got some more left in them that God didn't put more in them than they can bear? Paul says, I consider myself as a dead man. Y'all ain't let me strange, but it's right there in the text. Paul says, I'm catching all kind of H-E double hockey sticks in life. And he says, you know what? It's more than what I can really deal with at this time. Because I know some of y'all been in church all your life, got halos, you're going with your Bible and what have you. But Paul says, I'm going through some mess right now that I can't take. I can't handle. got to realize it's going to be rough. That's there in verse number 9. It says like this in verse number 9. Indeed, we felt that we had received the sentence of death. So that we would not rely on ourselves, but on God. Paul said, I had to rely on God. Paul says it's over. Paul says this situation is so bleak that he says they received the sentence of death. But what he says, we couldn't do nothing. God had put more on me than I could bear. He says, I couldn't do anything. I didn't have the contacts. I didn't have no numbers in my Rolodex. He says, my iPhone didn't have no contacts for me to contact somebody to help me. I didn't have nobody to put their name on my resume. He said, I didn't have nobody, no prayer partners. I didn't have nobody to read the scripture to me. I couldn't get a hold of the preacher because he was asleep. I couldn't depend on the praise team or the deacon boy. He says, this thing had took over me. He said, there was nothing I could do there. There was nobody I could contact to help me out of this situation. But watch this. I was blessed the other day. I was watching the History Channel, I believe it was, and they was talking about golf balls. And they said the first golf ball had no dents in it. I didn't know that. Didn't realize that. They say, well, what they discovered that as the golfers was on the course, and the more the golfers hit the ball, and the ball got dents and marked, they discovered the ball went further. I'm going somewhere with this. And so what they did in 1906, every golf ball that was made in 1906 up to the day, they started putting dents in the golf ball. Because the golf ball that had dents in it that didn't look the best went the furthest. I'm so glad, y'all. I ain't squeaky clean. I got some dents in me. As a matter of fact, I got some marks on me. I ain't never before professed to be the most perfect person in the world, but I'm still here. When you had wrote me off, I'm still here. You got to look at your neighbor and say, I'm still here. I ain't perfect. I ain't did everything right all the time. I got some marks on me. I got some debt. But the Bible says that God can use those who have been through some things. As a matter of fact, there ain't been but one person perfect on this earth, and his name is Jesus. Ain't nobody in here named Jesus. Your problems ain't mine. Mine ain't yours, but I'm still here. God can use you because you got some dents on you. That's the proof that you've been in the vineyard. That's proof you've been working. That's proof you had some things messed up in your life. But God is still using you. Anybody in the house, God is still using, even though you have messed up sometimes, you ought to be able to give God some praise. Because in spite of you, in spite of what you've been through, in spite of what you're going through, in spite of how hard it is, God said I can use you. I got some dents on me. I got some dents on me. Didn't go through one background check, but went through two background checks. Yeah, I got some dents on me. You ain't got to check my background. I can tell you what my problems are. I know I'm talking to somebody in here. I know I'm talking to somebody here. Anybody in the room perfect? Let me run a background check on you. Let me get back to the text, number 3. You're going to get some relief. You're going to get some relief. You're going to get some relief. Verse 9, it says, indeed, we felt that we had received the sentence of death, so that we would rely not on ourselves, but on God. We had to remember that God is reliable. I say God is reliable. God will allow you to go through some stuff sometimes so that you can realize you can't do it by yourself. Sometimes God will put you in situations where ain't nothing you can do but get on your knees, get on your face before God and say, God, I can't do this by myself. I can't do it at all. God, if you don't change my situation, it won't change. He says right there, we have a God that we can rely on. Paul said, this taught me to stop relying on myself and stop relying on other people. Paul said, this thing right here, all I can do is say, God, it's in your hands. That's why I think somebody wrote the song, Father, I stretch my hands to thee. Anybody know who I'm talking about? No other. No other. My help trying to come already. No other help. I know if thou wilt draw thyself from me. Well, Solomon said it like this: trust in the Lord with all our heart, and lean not into our own understanding, but in all our ways acknowledge him, and he will direct our path. But B, God has a good resume. Anybody know God has a good resume? Right there in verse number 10, it says like this: he who rescued us from so deadly a peril will continue to rescue us. He says he's going to continue to do it over and over and over. When I was in school, I didn't learn a lot my first 12 years. I told y'all that. I didn't learn a lot. I ain't learned a lot. But one thing I did learn is that there's a past tense, and there's a present tense, and there's a future tense. Paul said God delivered us past tense. Paul said God is delivering us right now, present tense. But he also says in the future tense, God will continue to deliver us, which means he will continue to deliver us. He did take care of you before, didn't he? Have you ever been in a situation that you didn't know how things was going to work out? You didn't know how the end was going to be. You didn't know how you was going to make this thing work. But did he take care of you then? He said, just like he took care of you then, he's taking care of you right now. And you can rest assured that no matter what comes in the future, he's going to take care of that also. You got to realize that no matter what you're going through today, this same God that is sustaining you and keeping you today will be the same God that will keep you tomorrow. He said, don't get upset. He said, don't worry about it. Don't stay up walking the floor all night. The same God that's blessing you and keeping you right now, he ain't going nowhere. Because he said, I'll be there. I'm the same God yesterday, today, and forevermore. He did say, I'll never leave you, nor forsake you. You got to remember what he said. When you're going through difficult times in life, you got to know what he said and realize that he's a God. He's not man. He cannot lie. Fourth and finally, you got to learn how to rejoice. Back up to verse number 3, you've got to learn how to rejoice. Blessed be the God and Father of our Lord Jesus Christ, the Father of mercies and the God of all consolations. Paul starts this letter out with a doxology. Paul is not singing about his circumstances, he's singing about how good his God is. Who controls all circumstances. Paul didn't wait till he got through the situation to start giving God praise. You know, praise is what we do after we got a good report from the doctor. Praise is what we do when we can pay all the bills. When all the bills are paid, that's when we praise. When the kids have finished college, then that's when we praise. But Paul said, I ain't going to wait till I get out of this situation. Paul says at the very beginning of the letter, I'm going to start rejoicing. So what he's saying, I'm putting this on layaway. I know y'all don't know about layaway. But see, my mama couldn't afford stuff to go. You know how y'all just go and pay stuff? You know how y'all just go pull out a car? But my mama used to have to put stuff on layaway. And so I knew if mama put it on layaway at the 1st of December, I know about December 24th. Y'all ain't gonna help me with that. That what she put on layaway, she was gonna be able to get it out on December 24th. So I didn't have to wait till the 25th to start rejoicing. I started rejoicing on December 1st when she put it on layaway. Y'all don't want to help me with that. Paul said, that's just how good God is. Whenever God starts, he is faithful to complete in you the work that he started. Anybody know that he's just that kind of God? You ain't got to wait till the end of the story that you can start rejoicing right now. Paul, at the beginning of the letter, he started rejoicing at the very beginning because he knew God was faithful until the end. It's almost my favorite time of the year. Right now it's kind of boring. Ain't no college football left. Ain't no NFL games on. Ain't no high school games going on. But just for an example, Paul says what happens is, he said just like at a football game. Pretend I'm still in high school. I'm running back and Devontae is a lineman. So Devontae can't tackle. I told him that several times. But what happened is, after I run over Devontae, at about the 50-yard line, people in the crowd would start shouting, touchdown. Okay. They would start shouting because Devontae is the last defense that they have. And they know if he didn't get me down, can't nobody else get me down. And so what the folks made it across the finish line. All I'm trying to say is, with the God that we have, you won't have to wait until you make it across the end zone. You can throw up the signal right now. And haters come in your face. Throw up the signal right now. I'm already victorious. I'm already coming through. I'm already made. You ain't got to worry. Wait until the referee gives the signal. You can give the signal right now because God said you shall be victorious. We've been made to do it for a night. But what comes in the morning? Joy comes in the morning. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Because he walks with me. He talks with me. He tells me that I am his own. And the joy we share, and we share that none other has ever known. Anybody know who I'm talking about? The Bible says, let the Redeemer of the Lord say so. If God has done anything for you in your life, you ought to say so. If God kept you in your right mind, you ought to say so. God let you see another day, you ought to say so. You know his son is your Lord and Savior, you ought to say so. He got your water on, you ought to say so. You got some collard greens and cornbread to eat at the church, you ought to say so. The Bible says let the redeemed of the Lord say so. Won't he do it? Won't he do it? Won't he do it? Won't he make a way out of no way? Won't he do it? Won't he keep you? Won't he wipe the tears from your eyes? Won't he do it? Won't he turn sorrow into joy? Won't he do it? Won't he? Won't he? He'll do it, y'all. He'll do it. Do it to the church open, y'all. Didn't stand. Enroll in